Hey friends, what's up? Hello. So, it's Monday. Ooh, that's better. Yep, that's a little bit better than usual. Yep, that's better. Hi, Bethany. Hey, friend. You know, it's so funny when I talk up here, I stick out like a sore thumb. Friend, yeah, either way. Hope y'all doing well. It is July 8th. I got so much to share this evening, but because I like to waste a few minutes before we get started, because I like to give people time to join in if they'd like. I had an idea of what I was going to talk about, and it just left me. Just like that. Oh, here we go. All right, so I didn't go into a lot of the week prior last week because doing kids night or whatever. But the week prior, we went to Glacier National Park. But before then, we went to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, where my husband has family. His dad's family's from there. So we went to visit his grandmother and aunts and uncles that live there. Anyway, though, we have decided what we are doing with ourselves here in 15 years or so. So, of course, the joys of being an adult, being a married couple, all that good stuff, is, you know, owning a home. And while owning a home is awesome, it comes with a lot of expenses that just pop up without you realizing it or without you being prepared. So, anyways, when we were visiting his grandmother last week, she lives in a retirement home. And we, while we were there, we asked her to, you know, show us her garden, because when she had her home before, she grew these gorgeous roses. She had a lovely garden. So our big thing was hoping that, you know, she had a little garden space at this community, this retirement community she lives in. So she walked us down to her garden area. Now, here we go. The retirement community, you see these huge buildings that say 55 and older, or not assisted living, not nursing homes, retirement communities. Stipulation is you have to be 55 or older. So she's moved into one of those, and it's basically just a bunch of apartments. Like, think about, you know, if you were in college, dorm rooms. Okay, basically little apartments all inside of one building. So she has she's got a nice big bedroom. She's got a lovely, gorgeous big bathroom, nice size kitchen, nice size living room. That's all she needs. It's just her or whatever. So she pays just less than $1,400 a month. Just $1,400 a month. That includes her utilities, her cable, everything. That's her mortgage. That's everything. So if you were to sit here and factor in how much you're paying for rent or mortgage, your utilities, cable, all that extra stuff, you could probably be spending a ton of money. But anyways, we asked her to walk us to her little garden, and on the other side of this retirement community building, whatever. On this whole side over here, they have all these lovely raised garden beds where if one of the residents want to rent out a spot, they can. They just rent it out as part of, you know, there. So she has this lovely section that is raised. It came up to about, I guess, a little bit less than my hips or so. But she's got her roses, her tomatoes, she's got her lavender, all that lovely stuff. Wonderful. Okay, so walking through, they had a theater where every night they play a different movie. On weekends, they had several movies going. They had a little pub and restaurant inside. They had a great big, like, community coffee residential area where if you just wanted to hang out with people, you could. Apparently they've got, we did not know, but had we known before, we could have called ahead of time and planned to stay there. They have like guest accommodations, so we could have paid like 30 or 40 bucks a night to stay within her facility as opposed to 150 bucks a night at a hotel that was overcharging because it was a holiday coming up and it wasn't that great. Anyway though, their fitness area, computer area. If you didn't want to drive anymore, they had buses that came and took you to wherever you want. So if you sit there and you factor in all that in, look at how much you're paying now. Why would I want to sit here and pay the mortgage I am now, plus the ridiculous HOA costs I'm paying right now? Both those combined is more than what she's paying. Come on. So Philip and I have decided, you know, the husband and I have decided that come here, you know, in 15 years, guess what we're doing? We are joining one of these little residential, retirement communities. You can still work if you want. Just because it's labeled a retirement community, you don't have to be retired. But everything, no lawn maintenance. I guess they come in and spray for bugs. If something goes wrong, guess what? They take care of it. So all of that home maintenance care, your utilities, all that stuff is factored into your rent. And your rent, her rent, was just less than $1,400 a month, which, like I said, is a little bit less than what we are paying.
This might answer your question. The closest answer I know is from 2016.
Alexa just started. Alexa, stop. Weird. Anyway, though, she and the thing is, it doesn't have to be just one bedroom. She said her neighbor had a 2-bedroom and bath. So I mean, to me, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Why would I continue? I mean, yeah, it's uber fun to have your own home, your own space, but at the same time, all of those extra costs that homeowners have to face because they just pop up, even just regular maintenance fees and stuff like that, I don't have to worry about because guess what? It's included in my monthly rent. So yeah, it's something we've been thinking about, and the majority of, I mean, we gotta do research. I think the majority of places is 55 or older. Either way though, if you haven't thought about it, think about it because it just sounds like so much better. I mean, you save your money a bit more. Someone else takes care of all those issues for you. Yeah, like I am scared that the next thing to happen to us is our air conditioning's gonna die. We have like we have an air conditioning unit that is meant for, like, it's a freaking huge, like, commercial size thing. Anyway, that's gonna be expensive. I think it's fine, but either way. All right, I gotta get going because I got a crap ton to share. Summer Breeze Martini. Y'all, sorry. Y'all know who I am. Summer Breeze Martini. I am going to read through the ingredients and then I will keep talking. 3 parts citrus vodka, 1 part melon liqueur, half part dry vermouth, which I actually bought for the first time, and a dash of lemon juice. There you go. So I'm going to keep on talking. If you are a homeowner, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those little expenses, when they happen, they ain't cheap. They just happen, and then they empty your wallet so quickly. When we replaced our hot water heater about a month and a half, 2 months ago or whatever, that was nearly $1,500. We are still trying to recoup and recushion our account to where we were comfortable before. I mean, it's just ridiculous. When something happens with the home, it ain't cheap. So it just makes complete sense to us that if we were to, here in 15 years, instead of buying another home, why not just put our money towards something like this and not have to worry about those little things like that. Half parts. Sorry, y'all. I have gotten into this thing the past week or 2 weeks or so about how multitasking is not good for you. Multitasking, you think that multitasking is good, and you think that you are completing more than you are, but in reality, your attention's divided. So you're not completing as much as you thought. So here I am trying to make this drink and talk, and guess what? I'm drifting away. Okay, Summer Breeze Martini. One more time, 3 parts citrus vodka, 1 part melon liqueur, half part dry vermouth, dash of lemon juice. Here we go. Combine it all, strain. Ooh, it's green. I don't know why I didn't think it was gonna be green. Y'all know how I feel about green liqueurs. If it's green, more than likely it's not gonna be that good. It's just this weird thing I got. I did not have that many college experiences that went bad, but if they did, it was with a green or a blue drink. So let's see what happens. It's a nope. It's a nope. Ooh. I can't even tell you what to change. Nope. I'm not even gonna take another sip because that is a huge nope. Yep. Screen. And of course, be my luck that later on, when I go to post this video on YouTube and Pinterest and Facebook, that will be the screenshot it chooses is or something like that. Be weird. Okay. That's a big old nope. Nope. I hope that I can recoup from that because that's a whole lot of no. Ooh. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can keep it moving. Alright, tonight we're talking simple hacks. Things that cut time, less stress. None of these are mind-blowing. None of these are going to like completely change your life. None of these are going to save you hours upon hours of time. But implementing them into your life over time will save you less frustration, a little bit more time, and a little bit less stress. So all these are super simple things that you can start now. And your idea is to start them now. That way, so over time, again, less frustration. Okay. I tried to organize them. Like I said, I got a ton of them. If you got tons of hair like me and have tons of ponytail holders, if you don't have tons of ponytail holders, you probably have tons of rubber bands, paper clips, whatever. Grab yourself a D-clip or binder rings. Yeah, binder rings, book rings. Yeah, there you go. String them all on one thing. They stay together. You don't end up with a bunch of random things all over the place. Like that. If you have clothes that keep falling off the hanger, grab a rubber band, wrap it around the end of a hanger. Guess what? That gives it a little bit of grip. Your clothes won't fall off. If you buy eggs, instead of throwing out the egg cartons, containers, put them in the bottom of your shelves of your refrigerator, and you can easily stack your, put your condiments in like that. That way, so you don't end up with all the little gunk, anything that would may, ooze out of it on your shelf. Less cleaning, less time. Like I said, I got a bunch here, so I'm gonna keep moving. Tape. Trying to find the spot Could be frustrating, especially if you're using a lot of it. When I was a teacher, I was constantly having to use tape. So I would often fold the end over. Well, then you ended up with a section that you couldn't use. Well, instead, use a paper clip. You can easily pull the paper clip off, pull out what you need, and then when you're done, stick the paper clip back on. Now you have a way to keep up with the end without losing it. This one I don't have a picture for. If you have a dog, especially a high maintenance one like we do, cheese and pills. If they have to take a lot of pills, get you some cheapo, we call it plastic cheese. Cheese, wrap the pill in the cheese. Guess what? They'll gobble it up with no problem. Next up, I keep a big old rubber band in one of my drawers in my kitchen. If there is a lid I can't get undone, because I am a strong woman, I don't need my husband to come do it for me. Wrap the rubber band around the lid. Guess what? Super easy grip. That way so you can easily pull it off. If you don't want to do that, grab some shelf liner like this. You can cut whatever shape you want. This is just what I did. Same thing. Or you can use those rubber gloves. Super easy, just like that. If you ever drop anything that is shiny, metal, something like that, a flashlight, which of course it would quit working now. Either way, a flashlight. If you drop, I have dropped, for some reason the backs of my earrings have fallen off on occasion. Turn the lights off in the room. If it's light outside, closed door or whatever. Grab a flashlight. Yeah, this one's dead. Of course it would die now. It's kind of dead. There you go. Anyways, grab a flashlight, and if you shine it across a dark room, that light is going to pick up against the metal or whatever, so it's easy to find it. Maybe see them vacuum it up later. If you are super, I don't want to say it's super weird. It's not weird. I'm 5'4", 5'4 and a half. So I can shop in the petites or the regular section. Here's the problem though. If I shop in the regular section, most of the time the pants are too long. So my solution is you can get this awesome tape, super awesome tape. It's like heat and seal or heat and press, something like that. It's like heat and hem. Either way though, I did these a long time ago, which I should have done a little bit differently. Anyway, what you do is measure out how much you want to hem. Put this on the inside of it. Put this on the inside of it. Iron it down. That's all you gotta do. Iron that. The heat makes it stick. The fabric sticks. And guess what? You end up with hemming without having to sew. It is awesome. I love it and swear by it. Next up, people that love fingernail polish. I don't typically put nail polish on my fingers because there's no point. I do so much with my hands that it will chip off quickly. Anyway, jar, stuff it full of sponges, pour a ton of nail polish remover in it. Guess what? Now, when it's time for you to remove your nail polish, you can stick your finger in, remove your nail polish, get it over and done with, just like that. This right here, I live by. This is my spare package for when I run out. This is a mega long twist tie. If you're trying to hang something up, if you want to keep something in place, I've got some vines out in the front yard that I've been growing for a while. I like to use these, that way so I can easily tie it up and I can take them off when I want. This is one mega long twist tie. Super awesome. If you want to keep something in place, grab one of these. I bought these at Target like 5 or 6 years ago, and I bought 2 of them, that way so I would have an extra, and I've kept this one as a spare. One mega long twist tie. Awesome. If you cook often, if you're in the kitchen a lot, if you store leftovers, if you're making icing, whatever, gallon size, large Ziploc in a jar, pour your contents into, or put your Ziploc into it like that. I'm looking at time, y'all. Y'all tell me if you want me to stop. Tell me if you want me to keep it going. Whatever. I got like 10 minutes. 9 minutes. Anyway. Stuff a Ziploc into that. Whatever your contents are, pour into there. That way so you can easily close up and not have to worry about any kind of spillage or anything. Super easy to store. And, yeah. Okay, so next up, a couple of travel tips. I've shared this one a ton of times. Two things I never, ever unpack. Two things I never unpack. We go on vacation, we come home, this just gets thrown in the closet. I don't ever unpack it. We have a bathroom bag. This bathroom bag never is unpacked. So in this bathroom bag, we've got each of our deodorants, we've got our toothpaste, we each have a toothbrush, our toothpaste, we've got Q-tips, we've got shaving cream, we each have a razor, we have our soap, I got my face soap, shampoo, lotion. This is stuff that I do not need any other time. This is stuff that if in emergency, because we live so far from home, if for some reason at the last minute we got to go, I can just grab this bag and go. I don't have to worry about it. One more thing that I do add to it though is I have a bottle of our prescription meds, or my meds. My husband has a bottle of his own. This is mine though, and I keep about a week's worth of medication in this bottle. This bottle stays inside this bag 24/7. It stays up in our closet 24/7. If we got to go in an emergency, I've got at least a week's worth of product and medicine that I need. So I don't have to worry about it. It makes packing if something happens in an emergency, it's very difficult for you to pack because your mind isn't there. Your mind is wherever the emergency is. This is one of those huge lifesavers. The other thing that I keep packed at all times is a spare bag of extra chargers. I've got we only do Android here. I only do Android. The husband, he's got an Android phone, but because of work, he's got an iPhone, which he doesn't care for, but either way, that's his issue. In this bag, I have an extra charger plug. This plug has a dual charger on it. I have an external charger that also has an external, an extra charging thing, and then I have another external charger. So if for some reason we have to pick up and go, guess what? I have got exactly what I need to go without having to worry about forgetting something. Because you know, it's just bound to happen. You're traveling, you forget a charger, and you can't, charge that Kindle, you can't charge that phone. It's the last thing you want to happen. So I'm going to go, it seems to be glitching a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize. We've got weather moving through, so if it starts acting up, that's why. Okay, this is going to be completely random. I've never had to do this before, but if you have ever had to fill up a very large bucket or vessel of some kind, a dustpan, put it on the bottom of your faucet. On your faucet, your bucket is on the floor. Your faucet will drain water. Actually, no. Yes, do it this way. Faucet right here. That way so the water will basically funnel. You can put this out the sink, off the counter. That way so your bucket's down here. That way so the water will funnel into your bucket. This is one of those things that you never know you need it until you need it. All right, next one. Laundry basket. This is one of those tips I have shared a ton of times. This one first though, no. If you got a ton of groceries, keep a laundry basket in the back of your vehicle. When you come out of the grocery store, put all of your grocery bags inside of the basket. That way so, when you get home, all you have to do is pick up the basket and walk inside. Forget about those, you know, trips back and forth. Throw them all inside. As for cleaning, here's a tip. Every evening, if you keep a basket somewhere in the home, somewhere visible, that we see you do it every single night. Keep a basket along with a rag and a multi-purpose cleaner. Simple multi-purpose cleaner is equal parts vinegar and water. There you go. Keep it attached. That way, so every night, dedicate 10 to 15 minutes. That walk around your house, pick up clutter, put it in here. If you got surfaces that need to be wiped off, you got it available. All right here. That way, so you can easily tackle any kind of clutter and cleaning really quickly at the end of the day. Now, these things, just a second, I want to make sure. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit here. I won't have as much stuff as examples, but either way. So, if you have a large family, laundry is a chore. Laundry is like one of the biggest things that people talk about being backed up. One way to stay on top of it, dedicate days. This is just a real quick example. Here, I've got Monday through Sunday. In the morning, start one load. No matter what, start one load on Monday. When you come home that evening, move that load to the dryer. Start another load. When you wake up the next morning, start a new load. That load gets moved to the dryer. That dryer, you know, comes out. Keep it going. That is the best way for you to, it won't make you get ahead, but it will keep you somewhat in control. Your goal though is if you're able to, change it a couple times at night. If you get home fairly early in the evening, you're able to do a couple of loads and, you know, keep it going for a couple loads. So hopefully on Saturday and Sunday, you can dedicate that time just to folding and putting away. Something that my husband, or I do, my husband just goes with. Something I do. It's just my husband and I. So for us, it's just two people. So it's easy for us to do. Set laundry days. On Wednesday, no matter what, I take all of our towels, all of our laundry, and I wash whatever we got on Wednesdays. On Saturday morning, I take the towels and whatever we got at that point and start more loads. Everything get washed is finished on Saturday. So on Saturday and Sunday, he folds and puts away. So figure out what works for your family. One more suggestion is, depending on how many people in your family, dedicate one day per family member. Try to make it to where Saturday and Sunday, again, are free. So let's say Monday is mom, Tuesday's dad, Wednesday's me, Thursday's next person, Friday's, free or for the next person. Assign a day, do what works. Make a system. That way, so when the system starts working, it stays working and you are able to get ahead of it. Plan outfits for the week on Sundays. This is something it's actually going to be shared tomorrow. If you're traveling, now if you're road tripping, this is something that works. A lot of times when we road trip is because of a work thingy or whatever. So put your outfit together. In here is the shoes, my jewelry, underwear, undergarments, whatever. Everything is, I've put a binder clip on and around a hanger. That way so it's all together. If you're traveling, guess what? Forget the binder clip, just put this whole bag in the suitcase. If you're just doing a weekly, every Sunday, plan ahead for what you're going to wear the whole week, just lay your outfit out and then put everything you need, hang it on the hanger or just lay it nearby. Either way, the less time you spend in the morning planning ahead, guess what? The less stress you'll be. Meal plan. Use what you have. Go through your pantry, figure out what you got, and get creative. Is something I've really been working towards over the past few months. is getting creative. I'm not one of those people when it comes to cooking and getting creative. If you throw me a whole bunch of craft supplies, I can get creative. If you throw me a whole bunch of food, it's gone. Get creative with what's in your pantry, what's on your shelves. So meal plan. Save money that way, less stress. Meal plan. Double up recipes if you can. It's 6 o'clock, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep going. Meal plan. Double up recipes if you can. Last night, the previous 2 nights, I doubled up our recipes that way so I could easily portion them out. We had dinner for ourselves, and then because I doubled them up, I was able to create a meal, 2 extra meals Saturday night and 2 extra meals Sunday night for the husband to take to work. He's not spending that money now on junk, and he's got lunches ready for him. All he's got to do is reach in and go. Streamline your grocery shopping. It's super easy at the end of the day. I used to do it all the time. On your way home, ooh, I want a rotisserie chicken. I would run into Publix on the way home and grab a rotisserie chicken. And of course, with that rotisserie chicken, I'd want mac and cheese. So I'd go grab some mac and cheese. But I'd also want green beans. So I'd go and grab green beans. Streamline your chicken, or your shopping. That way, so only you dedicate 3 weeks of the month to just basic ingredients, your milk and your bread, whatever other milk and bread, whatever, fruit, fresh fruit, produce, whatever. Then once a month, get your meet your large bulky orders, or, all the things that you don't get the rest of the month. Anyway, streamline your grocery shopping. And like I said earlier, spend 10 to 15 minutes every single night. I cannot stress this enough. I do this every single night. I make sure the sinks and the dishes in my sink are clean. I make sure the counters are wiped off. I make sure that the general clutter on the floors is picked up. I go through 10 to 15 minutes every single night and pick up any clutter and crap that's in the wrong place. That will eliminate so much cleaning and extra time you spend decluttering and cleaning. Do that. Couple more little things. Like I said, I'm trying to speed this along. If you have less around your home, guess what? There's less for you to clean up. There's less for you to worry about. As much as it sucks, guess what? You gotta declutter. Get rid of stuff. Go through and look at the things that you have no attachment to. Look at things that if your house were to go on fire today, you don't care to get back. So look around your home and see what can go. The less you have, the less there is to keep up with and clean. Just like that. Storage is incredible to have, but limit how much you have. We have a crap ton of storage here. We've got a whole house. We've got probably 1,000 square feet or so underneath us in a crawl space of nothing but storage space. The more storage space you have, the more you think you can store. So the more space equals more stuff. So go through that. Limit how much storage space you have. I know. It's one of those things that you don't think about until you actually, when you sit here and think about buying a home, guess what? I want tons of storage space. I want tons of cabinets. I want tons of closets. I want tons of space to store all of the things. Well, guess what? The more space you have, the more crap you hold on to. Not sorry. Last thing, daily schedule. Actually pay attention to what's in your daily schedule. Spend some time breaking it down. What can be eliminated? Where are you wasting time? Go through your daily schedule. Are there groups? Are there organizations that you're putting time into that you don't want to be invested in anymore? Are you not utilizing your lunch break? When I lived in Alabama, I worked in Central Hoover, which was like the central Birmingham, central mecca of the city. And it was one of those areas that if I had bills to pay, if I had errands to run, if I had anything I wanted to do, guess what? I was in the prime location that if I had an hour break, I had 45 minutes that I could run and get errands done. So, if I need you to actually look at where your time is, look at how your day's broken up. Where are you wasting time? Are there things at the end of the day? I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the day, my husband and I like to sit on the couch and binge watch whatever on Netflix. Guess what? Just because I'm sitting on the couch does not mean I can't be doing something. Most of the time, while we're binge watching whatever, I'm also creating graphics. I'm also paying bills. I'm also looking something up. Granted, multitasking doesn't work, but in the same time, do I need to be putting all of my attention into a TV show? So utilize your time, figure out where you're wasting time, and see how you can make it work for you. I mean, it's super simple, and people sit here and say they don't have enough time in the day to do. Guess what? If you break down what's in your day, I bet there's somewhere in your day that time can be cut and you could utilize it somewhere else. I mean, again, sorry, not sorry. That's the way it is. I do it all the time. There's so many times I'm like, oh, I'm going to get up tomorrow and do this. Guess what? I spend half the day doing something I shouldn't be in the first place. And then I get mad because I've spent half the day doing this. You got to get real with yourself, break it down, get honest, and force yourself to do it. Either way, there you go. Last one, because I'm going like way over time here. Learn how to say no. Don't overcommit yourself. Don't add unnecessary stress. If you don't want to do something, say no. If you don't have time for something, say no. Simple as that. It's okay to say no. No one can make you feel bad for saying no. You can't make yourself feel bad for saying no. You know what time is available in your day. You know what you want to do. Put your interest, put your health, put your time, everything into what you are able to do. It's okay to say no. Simple as that. I have learned over the past year and a half, 2 years or so, to do that. It's empowering. It's awesome. It takes practice. I still, at times, want to say yes, to times when I say no, but guess what? Saying no will make you feel better in the long run, because guess what? In the long run, you're going to want at the last minute to text or cancel no anyways. So just go ahead and do it up front. Yeah, just like that. All right, because I've already gone way past the time I want to, and I appreciate anybody that actually, stuck around for this. Next Monday, I feel it's been a long time since we've been over there on that side of the kitchen. Ain't happening next week, but next Monday night, Hippie Dip Martinis. Hippie Dip Martinis, and I have got a super quick, super easy summer wreath that we are going to attempt. Y'all know my luck with wreaths, so hopefully this one turns out lovely. Either way, next week, quick summer wreath and Hippie Dip Martinis. Love y'all. Thank y'all for paying attention. Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like them, love them, share them, all that good stuff. Love y'all dearly. See y'all later. Bye.